Hello, we are back to lives in the same day. Pretty cool. All right. So, in this specific live, I'm going to share one of the events that changed the way that I was seeing myself, that changed that direction of my life work specifically, and also the opportunity of joining me on our open session next week called Woman. All right. If you're joining me here live, drop me a 1 if you're new to my live work. If you're not new, we're friends and stuff, drop me a 2. If you're watching the replay, #replay. My name is Graciela. I'm a mindset coach and mentor, and I get to help high achievers like you to increase their income, their impact, and their inner power. Okay? We are creating legends here. With that being said, this specific event that I'm about to share with you changed the way that I was seeing my life, the way that I was seeing my life work. Back in 2021, and I'm gonna go direct to the point because I would love to keep this short and sweet. Back in 2021, I was still working with my partner. We were working with the real estate. We were doing workshops. We were leading groups, helping them with their mindset, goal setting. And it was exciting, that specific journey. But I knew back then that I was ready to move forward. But something inside me was still doubting, those doubts. Hello, Kelly. Let me know if that is your name. Those events. And I was still kind of between and moving forward on my own or still working with him. And one day before my birthday, I'm talking about 2021. One day before my birthday, it was on September the 2nd, something changed. I did have an incident, and in that incident, I lost my sight totally. The only thing that I remember back then, I was in my mother's garden. Don't ask me what I was doing this, but I thought it was a good idea to receive my birthday. It was like 11:30 something. I was doing meditation on my mother's garden, and I thought it was a good idea to receive my birthday in that way. I don't know what happened between those minutes, but I found that last thing I remember, I was laying down on my mother's drive-through, and I felt so much pain here on my head. And I knew that something wasn't right, and immediately I got up, and I saw that I had a big brush, like was bleeding and all the stuff. I came inside to in the house, my mom's room, and I said to her, I don't know what happened. I think I don't know what happened, Mom. I just feel so much pain on my head and here. And she said, all right, just sit down. And when I sat down in her bed, and right there, I'm talking that, I don't know if it was 11:50, almost 12, midnight. I just closed my eyes like I'm doing right now. And I opened my eyes. And in that moment, my vision was gone. The only thing that I was able to see was black. And in those moments, you don't think about how you look. You don't think about if that guy is texting you. You don't doubt yourself. You don't think about bullshit. You think about like what I'm doing with my life. You think about what are my kids are gonna do without me. What is next? And it's not an exaggeration, and I'm getting some emotional yet because after that, something incredible happened. So in those moments, I was just like, I told my mom, I cannot see. And she was replying in Spanish, don't play. And I said, I'm not playing, Mom. And in those moments of desperation, I was asking God, take me out of here. But at the same time, my whole body, I felt how the fear was permeating every single part of my body. I felt paralyzed. I felt the fear in every single inch of my body. And when you arrive to those moments, like I said, you don't think about bullshit. It's like, and this is not an exaggeration, but it's like every single, it's like you're able to see in your mind's eye every single thing. And between desperation and fear, I was asking God, take me out of here. But I was doubting still. I was demanding. I was closing my eyes, and then I was opening my eyes, and I was still just on the dark. And my mom, she said, we cannot tell this to your dad. My dad, he's diabetic, so he said, we cannot tell this to your dad, and I don't know how to drive. So I felt, hi Stella, I felt like I was right there trapped. And in that moment, when I lost my sight, I just asked God, take me out of here. I'm gonna do something greater with my life. And like I said before, in those moments, you don't think about how you look. You don't think about, I don't speak well. You don't think about nothing. The only thing that you think is, I've been wasting my life. What I'm doing with my life. You know. Hi, Alejandra. You think about your kids. I'm a mother of 3 kids. You think about your kids. And if you're joining me here live, I suggest you to, after this, go back and listen the whole experience, because this was one of the experiences that changed the direction of my life and how I see my life work as well. So when that happened, at one moment, I just felt that I just said to God, by your will, not by mine. God, I'm going to do something great with my life. I didn't say what. And I just relaxed. And in that moment, I felt this unconditional love. I felt this unconditional love, that you don't feel from a lover, that you don't feel from even your kids. I felt this unconditional love. And I opened my eyes, and my vision was back. Not even blurry. It was back. And that moment, I knew that it was God telling me, do, move, change. The following day, like I said before, it was my birthday, and instead of doing a party, I only took my kids to have some frozen yogurt. We came back to the house, and I started doing some calls. Immediately, I removed myself from that business partnership. We closed in the good terms. I said to him, I'm ready to go on my own. I closed up a relationship that I was holding back then. Well, it was not like a proper relationship, but I was communicating with one person, and I said, you know what, I'm done. I'm done wasting my life. I'm done overextending myself. I'm done with this bullshit. If God is giving me this opportunity, I'm gonna take it. And one of the things that I still, until today, when I doubt myself, when I going through some situations, we're humans, we're going through some situations, right? I close my eyes and I open my eyes, and right there I know that God is trusting me. And here's I'm not coming from a religion part, but I do believe in God. If God is trusting me with this vision, who I am to distrust myself, who I am to not trusting in myself. Make sense? So right there, I decided to go on my own to invest in myself. And why I mention all these details, ladies? Because there will be events that will change your life. There will be events that will redefine how you see your life, how you see your life business, how you see your life work. But you don't have to wait until those events. The best way One of the best ways, I'm not saying that this is the only way, is to have the proper foundation that is going to allow you to anchor, that is going to allow you to build something greater. And this foundation is not going to be found in the same environment. It's going to be found in new rooms where there are elevated conversations, where there are people like me that are talking raw and honest, that are telling you what is going on behind the scenes, that are telling you the things that they went through, and you can learn, grab some insights. I want to be part of those conversations. I put myself on, since 2019 to be precise, I've been putting myself in higher environments, in environments that were 100x what I was doing back then, or even 1000x. And that is the kind of conversation that I want you to have with me. You don't need more tips and tricks. You need life experiences, people that are walking the path, where you can grab the quotes. This is one thing that you cannot learn in a book. This is one thing that you cannot learn from a podcast. But when you have someone that can give you the quotes, when you have someone, hi, Sage, if you can drop your name, it will be fine. Amazing to say hi properly. When you have this, actually, you form your foundation. And this event shifted the entire direction of how I see business, how I see my life. And from there, I start building myself, and again and again and again, and rebuilding. And I arrived, and I struck, after working with amazing women as well, and my own experience, 5 keys that are going to help you to form that strong foundation. And you don't have to wait until events like this happen for you. You can be ready with this strong foundation. I'm going to give some of those. We're going to talk about those keys, by the way, in our upcoming open session that is called Woman. Right there, it's going to be an elevated, unfiltered, raw session where we're going to have conversations like this, because this is a conversation that we're having. It's not only me just talking here, okay? So we're going to go for 45 minutes, and then you're going to have the opportunity we're going to have a Q&A per interactive in the last 15 minutes. So that session is going to last 60 minutes. If you want to be part of that, you can register on the link in the bio. It's going to be on August 8th at 11 a.m. Central Time. This is a complimentary, has no cost, but it's an investment. The investment is you register and be present. If you want to be part of an elevated conversation, a conversation that matters, a conversation that has substance and you can learn, this is your conversation, this is your room. If you feel the vibe, go ahead and register in the link in the bio, and I will see you there. And thank you for being part of this. And I share, like I said before, that event because as a woman, and you're gonna feel me here, you have so many experiences, so many things that are not, you don't share or people don't see. There's so many things behind the woman, behind the business. But when we have someone that is walking the path, someone that can actually help us to let out this legend, we can also leave our mark. With that being said, ladies, have a beautiful afternoon, and I will see you in the room. Bye.